Alrighty, good day, and welcome back to the channel. So today's reading is for the Aquarius. If you're new to this channel, welcome. Go ahead and hit like, comment, and subscribe. Tap that notification bell so you can receive all of the uploads to this channel. Also, if you're interested in a personal reading or becoming a member of the Patreon, the link is in the description below. This month on Patreon, we will be doing a 30-day total cleansing. And so we are going to start on October 12th, and we will end the healing transformation on the 11th of November. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and follow us on Patreon. All right, so let's see, Spirit, what do we have for Aquarius? Okay, so Aquarius, look like you guys are going to be doing some releasing. All right, look like you guys are going to have to release a lot of these things, release a lot of the old things so that you can make room for new things. All right, a lot of things need to die out. A lot of things are needing to die out. That's like the only way that you're going to be at peace. That's the only way that you're going to be at rest. And it's looking like the only way that you're going to be able to receive certain things in your life. So you got to go in and really figure out, like, what is it that I need to extract out of my life? All right. Well, in this season, because there are some things that Source is saying like need to be cut out. All right. Yeah. It's a period. It's time for you to harness this new power that you have, harness this mystical power that you have, this high priestess type of energy. Like, it's time to embrace it. It's time to really like step into it fully, completely, wholeheartedly. And it is believed that like these, whatever these things are that need to be released, they're kind of like distracting you from doing that. Like, they're keeping you from really being all that you could be in this energy. Source is saying like they're sending so many intuitive messages, and they're like really needing you to pay attention to it. Like, it's all of these messages that they're sending you is like, you know, they're wanting you to take note of it. Like, you just really paying attention to your emotions, paying attention to the dreams that you're having, paying attention to the signs that you're seeing. Like, they're really wanting you to take literal notes of these messages that they're sending you, because you're asking questions of them and they're like, hey, we sent it to you, you know, did you get it? You know, so just really paying attention to these messages that they're sending you. And so sometimes it's something as simple as a feeling, you know, or even paying attention to your feelings around the different moon cycling. But sometimes it's just, it's as simple as a feeling. You may feel like something's off, or you may feel like something is just right for you, you know. So Source is like, listen, take note of these things that we're sending you, and these are the answers. All right, so just really taking this time, reflecting and journaling maybe on, you know, the information that they're sending you. They're also saying that, like, look, they're saying right here, trust yourself. Like, trust your intuition, trust your instincts. All right, rely on them heavily, because you relying on your instincts, hey, them instincts may not be instincts at all. It may just be the messages that they're sending you. It may just be this download that they're sending you. So they're like, trust your instincts. Like, you know, when you feel these urges and you feel these feelings, like, you know, and they just really want you to rely on your intuition. All right, they really want you to rely on that and allow that to guide you through this journey. Okay, and taking the lead, you know, being the light, being that connection, being that go-to, you know, just being that person. All right, this is the White Witch card. So just being that go-to person, being that leader, being that person that people could come to and receive discernment and receive advice. But they're wanting you to just be that vessel. All right, they're needing you to be that channel for people. All right, and saying like, look, it's some information that's coming in, which is why they're urging you to really pay attention to these intuitive messages that they're sending you, because this information that is coming in, this is some important information. This is something that you've been waiting on, a message that you've been, something that you've been asking for, and it's finally coming. So that's why you got to pay attention to your instinct, pay attention to these messages that they're sending you, because if you don't pay attention to it, you're going to miss it, and they don't want you to miss it. Okay, they do not want you to miss these messages. All right, so really focus in on that. really focus in on that information that's getting ready to come your way. Okay, so what's been going on? Like you've been in this different types of energy. All right, you've been in this different types of energy, and it looked like you coming out of a storm. All right, so there was a storm that was present, so it looked like you was coming out of it. Number 10. But what Source is saying, like that storm that you came out of, it was kind of like you was in the storm, and they don't want to make light of the storm that you was in, but they were saying that it was like you was a little too prepared for the storm. Like it was like more of an illusion of a storm than anything. It's like a storm, kind of like a storm that like you created with your thoughts, you know. Like something happened, but it's like what happened, the way you reacted to what happened was not, it was not the proper reaction for what happened. So they was like, you know, it was a storm, but it was like an illusion. Like how you magnified it was like a little too much. All right, but you're coming up out of that now. Okay, so that's good. You're coming up out of that. So this is also saying that, you know, the pessimism, like, so with this storm, is like this storm, like this thing that happened, it's like you created this prison for yourself. Like you created this box for yourself. Like that prison wasn't even there, but it's like you created that for yourself. Like you invited things, or invited someone, or invited some kind of situation into your life that didn't need to be there. All right, and so what you're experiencing right now is like something, what you were experiencing in that moment is something that you created. Number 10 and number 7. So what you experienced in that moment was something that you created. So you created that period of entrapment. All right, so you it's like you was trapped, but you was trapped all in your mind. So a lot of this stuff that you're feeling, like this storm and this feeling of entrapment, like it was like more in your head. Like, so you was really in your head about this. All right, so this is also saying that there's gonna need to be a sacrifice here. All right, in order to really get what you desire out of life, you're going to have to sacrifice. You're going to have to sacrifice energy. You're going to have to sacrifice time. You're going to have to sacrifice something in order to really get what it is that you wanted. This number 12. In order to really get what you wanted, Source is saying like you're going to have to make some big sacrifices. It's not gonna come with a small price. And so here we are, number 7 again. So you were like feeling like you was failing, you know. At one point you was feeling like you was failing, and you probably was failing at certain things, you know. And so you just got to be cautious of like what you're seeing and what you're feeling about yourself. Like the things that you're thinking about yourself, the things that you're alluding to about yourself. You got to really be cautious about what you're saying about yourself and what thoughts you're putting in your mind about yourself. All right, because here we got these emotions right here in the wind, you know, and it's like, oh man, like this is like what you were feeling. This logic that you created for yourself here was like logic. It was not logical at all. It was like something that you created in your mind. All right, and so what this failure is showing is that, like, you know, it's like some kind of cycle, right? Some kind of cycle, like dealing with a relationship, dealing with family, you know, some kind of cycle or opportunity that you feel like you failed in it. All right, but what you're gonna have to do, Aquarius, here's what you're gonna have to do. Because this is the tough part. You probably feel like you fell in it, and you probably did fell in it. But instead of like, you know, burying it or just putting it just putting it away into your nothing box, you're going to have to face these failures. You're going to have to face these failures, whatever they may be. Whether it's a feeling of failure, an illusion of failure, an illusion of entrapment, an illusion of a storm, sources, like, they are needing you to face this stuff so that you don't repeat it again. All right? Because that's like when you get into this mode right here, it's like you don't really deal with it. You just kind of like push it off to the side, and they like, look, this time we need you to deal with this so that it don't come back again, okay? So that's what they want you to do. They want you to deal with that so that they don't keep resurfacing, because that's the problem. Things keep resurfacing because they are going unaddressed, okay? Spirit, what else do you have for Aquarius? Let me see. Okay. Okay. All right. So, boom. All right. So, cool. All right, Aquarius. So, first off, saying following your own rhythm, number 5. Like, what that means is, like, they don't want you to worry about what nobody else is doing. They don't want you to worry about what nobody else is doing. They don't want you to be like nobody else. They don't want you to do anything that anyone else is doing. They want you to do what you do and be yourself. Like, that's it. And it's like right now, 29, like the reason why you're seeking this information is because you're finally seeing who you are for the first time in your life. You know what I'm saying? You're finally seeing your true self, or the true essence of yourself, like who you are, who you once were, and who you are becoming. Number 29. So you like been reflecting, and you've been like, oh man, I can't, you know, so you've been, a lot of this stuff is surfacing, you know, from the weeds and the shadows. And now it's time, you're ready to address it. All right. All right. Or you see it, but ain't nothing been done. So source is like, you have to address it. But you're finally seeing who you are for the first time. You're finally seeing the things that you really desire. You're finally seeing the life that you really want to have, all that. And so guess what? Source is like, you fully equipped to bring it into form. 41. Whatever you want, bring it into form. But in order to bring it into form, you're going to have to get rid of this storm, this illusion of this entrapment. And you're going to have to face your fears and failures. And then you'll be able to properly manifest that thing and bring it into form. You can do it. Let's see. Spirit, what else do you have for Aquarius? Ooh, fertility. Yeah, so this is definitely the perfect time for you to bring forth any ideas. Bring forth any projects that you want to do. Start something that you really wanted to start. This is the perfect time for that. This is the perfect time for that for you. Yep, golden opportunity. You just got to be in a position to receive this opportunity from source. All right. And some of y'all about to be doing some environmentalism work. All right. Working with the environment, working with Mother Earth. Okay. Because it's like you're being called to help out. Some kind of way you're being called to help out. Okay. But this is like a golden opportunity for you. This is the golden opportunity for you. This is the perfect opportunity for you to come forth and really, whatever it is that you desire, make it happen. You know? Perfect. Who better to do it than you? Alright? Remember right here, what we're talking about right here. Harnessing this new power. The new desires. Paying attention to these messages that are coming through. Alright? Taking the lead on some things. Trusting your intuition. That's what source is wanting you to do, because you're now seeing, you now know what you want. So go and get it. Spirit, what else? What are we healing for, Aquarius? Aquarius, we are healing the pride. We're healing your pride. 7. There's a lot of 7s on this board. Healing your pride. Making it, it's like y'all got it seeming like y'all okay, but internally you're not okay. So you have to heal that. Your pride is a lot of the reason why, you know, things go left sometimes. So you're really having to really focus on that pride. If you're not okay, then say you're not okay. If you need help, then say you need help. All right? That's that pride. So heal ego to heal the pride. Unleash your creative side. Okay? Don't procrastinate on your creative side. Unleash it. Let the world see it. There's like some restraints when it comes to you and your creativity. And Source is like, look, you are extremely creative. Let everyone see it. So now this needing to be healed. Like, why are you afraid to show people who you are? What's holding you back? All right. So really journal about that. Like, what is holding me back? Like, why is it that I won't do this? What feeling do you feel when it's time for you to show yourself to people? Like, show what you're capable of. What feeling is that you're feeling that's stopping you? With your pride. Look into your pride. Why is it that you don't want help? All right, Spirit, what else? Take the mask off. Stop fronting. Spirit says stop fronting. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. Show people who you really are. Why are you hiding who you really are? Take that mask off. It's time. It's time for you to step into your real power. Show the world your real power. She don't want to wear that mask no more. She different now. He different now. He tired of wearing that mask. He tired of faking it for people. You got to be honest with yourself in this healing journey. What are you really needing to heal? You got to ask yourself those questions. What are you hiding behind? What mask are you hiding behind? What else? Mental conflict. See, number 2. You going through some things in your brain. Okay? You're going through some conflict here. Okay? And this conflict needs to be resolved. Yeah. It's a lot on your head. Like, you're just trying to figure out how to resolve it. Okay? So really looking into that, doing some reflecting. And that's going all this mental conflict will come at ease once you begin to work towards this healing. That pride and that mask got to go. So that's pretty much it, you guys. If you want the extended version of this reading, go ahead and follow me on Patreon. And I'll holler at y'all.